Proudest accomplishment so far in your music career?
Proudest accomplishment, I guess I would say like, cause see, basically I had went on retirement for a minute, and I wasn't rapping, so I had dropped my first song back, and it did like 3 or 4 or 5,000 views on SoundCloud, like within like a month. But then I dropped my next one, and it did like 5,000 in like 5 days. So it just kind of like that was an accomplishment to show that like, okay, they still listening. Like, I still got their eyes and their attention.
Why'd you retire?
Well, basically, man, going through a lot in my life, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, number one thing was the money, because I never really had a co-signer or somebody who was behind me or somebody sponsoring me or, I always been independent, I always made my own money. So it's like, when my money got short, it's time for me to goddamn recuperate, you know what I'm saying? So basically, that's what I did. I had kind of recuperated, and it was crazy because I was driving like a '07 Grand Prix at the time, right? Well, this was really like about 3 years ago, 3 years ago. I was driving like a Grand Prix 2007, and I ended up getting a title loan on it, and they gave me like $3,500, and basically I put that down on a dump truck because my partner Jason, Mr. 2 Weeks Out, he's a super trainer, but he the one turned me on to the dump truck game and basically told me all the ins and outs about it, and told me how they're making $75 an hour, this, that, and the third. So me, I'm all about money and all about making new opportunities. So I took my title loan and put it down on my dump truck and just went from there. And then I got one dump truck, and then I let one dump truck pay for another dump truck. And shit, man, the rest is history.
Dump truck business is good?
Dump truck business is great. Dump truck business is straight, man, for real. So yeah, that's where, that's where I'm at with it now, man. It's like, so, I retired to get myself straight, to get my business straight, to set my foundation up, because like I mentioned before, this rap and this music is not the main thing. You gotta have something else going. So that's my outlet, that's where my money come in, my major money come in, but yeah.
Can you elaborate more about the dump truck business?
Yeah, basically, like in Atlanta, okay, they, like they're building so much. Like, I mean, if you just ride by, you'll just see that they're building, they're knocking down, they're building. They're trying to make Atlanta better. So what I was told that like for the next 10 years, it's just gonna be a lot of stuff being built, a lot of stuff being knocked down. And, the dump truck business is like, we kind of like move the earth. You know what I'm saying? We dig up the dirt, move it, the rock, everything, you know what I'm saying? So the dump truck business is a good business, but I can't say that it's somewhat up and down because it's seasonal, because if it's snowing outside, ain't nobody in no dump truck, and if it's raining real hard, ain't nobody in no dump truck. But for the most part, it's a good business for you to go, I mean, you just gotta be dedicated and determined. And, what's so crazy is I didn't even know how to drive a stick at all, when I bought my first dump truck. But I had a dedicated driver who basically came and worked every day, and I basically rode with him, and I taught myself as he taught me as well. And I ended up learning how to drive my own dump truck. I can change 10 gears, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So that was a real determination move, because like I said, I never drove a stick at all in my life, you know what I'm saying? But jumped in a big-ass dump truck, and I'm changing 10 gears, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's such a blessing because I made so much money from my first dump truck. My second dump truck, I bought an automatic, you know what I'm saying? So you just jump in that motherfucker, just drive it like a big truck, you know what I'm saying? So.
Dump truck business is lucrative?
Yes, it's very lucrative.
How does one make money?
How does one make money? Well, basically, you get with a team of contractors, like the easiest way is just basically seeing a truck on the side of the road and then write down the number and the name and call them and let them know that you have your own dump truck and you're a subcontractor. And basically the rest is from there, because most companies, they want to add on to their company. They want to make their company look good. So if you have a truck and you're an owner and an operator, they're going to fuck with you.
Now, why would companies hire someone like yourself that has a dump truck instead of buying their own dump truck and having their own driver? Well,
because like I said, they want to add to their fleet. Like, to get a a major contract, you have to have like so many dump trucks that's under your control.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So like the more subcontractors you have that's driving up under your one company, it makes your company looks good and it keeps you with bigger contracts.
Is that a competitive business?
Yes, oh man, the dump truck business is almost, well, no, it's not almost, it's worse than the dope game because they can play with your money and you can't do shit about it.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, okay, just say for instance, you're working for a company and, you know, they're like keeping tickets and basically like, you know, they're saying that like, you know, they're going to pay you this next pay period or this ticket didn't show up in the log. And, you know, each ticket, like, because like on an average day, you're going to make $500 to $600. You know what I'm saying? That's just on a low rate, you know what I'm saying? $500 to $600. So if you just add that up throughout the week or throughout the month, if you have 3 or 4 or 5 tickets, that's like $2,000-$3,000 missing out of your money. So you like, what's up with it? But then at the end of the day, you can't take it to no gangster shit because it's like, what you gonna do? You gonna go in there and do something stupid, then you go into jail and then your business ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's dirty. It's dirty. And the crazy thing is you're dealing with dirt.
Literally.
For real, man.
Does that happen a lot? Do people get taken like that a lot?
Yeah, I mean, you know, because it's like you gotta find the right company. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and basically, like I said, a new mistake is better than an old mistake because you have to give a person a chance to see if they're going to do the right thing. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So contractors are basically finessing dump truck drivers and dump truck
like,
owners.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, they make a big percentage. Like, you know, they may tell you, okay, it's $75 an hour, but it's really $85. So they making $10 an hour on each, you know what I'm saying, hour. And just imagine if you have 10 other trucks up under your fleet, and then you making $10 off every hour, off every truck, you know, that's a lot of money. So, it's, you know, they jugging it for that like a bug. But, you know, like a guy like me, I can't really knock it because that's, you know, that's how the world goes. Everybody making money off it.
How can one protect themselves from that type of finesse?
Basically, he can start his own fleet. But like I said, you have to have a certain amount of dump trucks. Like you have to at least have like 6 dump trucks and have dedicated drivers that's going to be able to hold out on these contracts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the serious things about it is if you go out here and get this contract and you're not to be able to provide trucks and drivers, then they're not going to fuck with you. So it's like you got to be very firm of your business because you won't be able to get the big contracts.
Is this something you can do in any city, or it's just lucrative in Atlanta, or?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I can't speak of what's going on in other cities, but I know that they're building around the world. So if you think about it, yeah, I think it is going down in every city. And actually, my next move was really going to be California, you know, because out there, because like I figured this. They paying $75 an hour down here in California. They got to be at least paying $125, $150 an hour. You know what I'm saying?
But the living expense is different as well, though. It's a higher living cost.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, it's more money, but you make more money. So it's like, you know, as long as you got the money coming in, it's cool. If you ain't got no money coming in, you fuck.
So do you think it's even worth it? Do you think it evens out?
Yeah, because there's so much going on in California. Actually, I stay in California as well, downtown, and it's like, I mean, it's so much opportunity there because it's like the music industry, the acting industry, the dump truck industry, the real estate industry. It's just so many different avenues, you know what I'm saying? Because California is the land of dreams. So, you know, it's so much this you can do, but it's a lot of people that are, you know, in poverty and, you know, they don't have it because the expenses are very high, but you just got to have your grind on.
So you're looking at it as more as killing 2 birds with 1 stone for you personally.
Definitely.
So even if the cost of living and the money you make would weigh out the same, it's benefit because you can still do music and do this other hustle at the same time.
Exactly. You can have other doors open, you know, versus just going in one door. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, go through a lot of doors and, you know, like really put everything together, you know, because I'm trying to really build a real foundation for me and my family.
So being a business entrepreneur, having your own business, which is, you know, having a dump truck and stuff like that, and we could take that out of this equation right here for this next question, but just as a business owner, having your own business, whatever it is it may be. Doesn't have to be dump trucks necessarily. What are some do's and don'ts in regards to having your own business? And generally speaking, this is for anybody watching, whatever it is that they get into.
Yeah. What do's is basically, you know, you gotta do your research first. You gotta really do your research on what you're doing, you know, because you can jump into something and not know really what you're jumping into. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets very tricky out here in this business world. You know what I'm saying? So you very much got to know and do your research first and foremost on what you're doing. Another do is just, you know, like I say, stay active every day. Try to do something towards the big goal. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're working towards it every day, it might take you 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, but eventually everything will pan out and you'll be where you want to be. A don't is, you know, don't believe everything. You know, you can't believe everything and everybody, you know, because like I said before, you know, everybody got their hands out. Everybody trying to make something off of you. You know, they see you and they see, you know, money. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like keep your eyes open for that, you know, because there's a lot of sharks out here that just trying to like nibble off you and, you know, take you off, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to kind of like keep in mind of that. And another don't is just like, can't give up, you know. Don't give up. That's one main thing. Don't give up, because things get hard. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like life itself is hard, you know what I'm saying? But it's like what you go through make you stronger, you know. If you a strong-minded person, so you know, and that's just like the business world. What you go through, you know what I'm saying? You might go through a whole lot of shit starting your business, but you know what I'm saying? Once you work and go through this and learn and this and that, you end up being a great business owner. Those, you know, that's my do's and don'ts, really, I would say.